Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here from Droid Life. Today we're going to be taking a peek at the few differences between the Samsung Galaxy S6 and the Galaxy S6 Edge, which I have right here in front of me. Of course, the most apparent difference is going to be the dual rounded edge display, 5.1 inch QHD Super AMOLED. Much more curvy than the regular Galaxy S6. And with that, Samsung introduced a couple of features which are exclusive to the Galaxy S6 Edge. Now, unlike the Note Edge, which released last year, this one doesn't have so much developer support yet. Really, there's only a few things you can do with it in comparison to the Note Edge, which has a bit more functionality. So, and while, you still have, stock tickers and notifications and a little night light that lights up, there is one difference that the S6 Edge has, and that is when, say, someone in your favorites calls you, your phone is face down, and the Edge will light up. And that was one of the things Samsung teased right when the phone was announced. They were like, oh, look at this shiny bright light coming from the edge of your display. So it looks cool, so let's get into the differences. When you're going into your settings menu on the phone, there's a dedicated Edge screen menu right here, which you can tap on. So right here, it kind of shows you all the different things you can do. It has the Edge lighting, the People Edge, information stream, and night clock. So for each little different feature, there's a dedicated settings menu. So we have Edge lighting on. I'm going to be testing this out right here on camera. So we have Edge lighting on. I have it set to when my girlfriend calls me, it'll light up purple. So let's just go ahead and try it out. Before I do that, you can set the People Edge to either the right or left side. I have it set to the left side because when I'm laying in bed, the phone is to my right, and the charger is in the back of my nightstand, so the phone sits like this when it's nighttime. So when I have the night clock on, I can read it on the left side. So I have it set to do the People Edge if I ever leave my phone face down. I'm never going to leave the phone face down, so the calling edge light, the light edge, or edge light, I'll never really get much use out of, but I wanted to show you guys here on camera. So what I need to do is I need to turn off these two lights right here. I know, dark and spooky, but then I'm going to unlock this other phone and I'm going to call. And this phone should light up nice and purple. Oh, and there it goes right there. So it's lighting up nice and purple. While someone's calling, if you can't answer, you can place your finger right here on the heart rate monitor, and it should silence the call, at least for a second. Oh, there we go. So, and then it'll give you that dual little light band go down, phew, like that. And then, so what that does, it sends a message to the caller saying, oh, hey, I can't answer the phone right now. I'll call you back soon. So it's a nice little feature, but again, I don't think I'm going to be using it all too often just because, this is a really nice display. I don't know if you really want to place it down on the edge like that, but regardless. So when you do have People Edge enabled, you can swipe out from the side that you have selected. And so again, right here, I can swipe out from the left. I have my girlfriend's information. I can call her back. I can send her a text, or I can just exit out of that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can have up to 5 different people selected. So say if you have your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to do. It's definitely nice, but again, I don't know how many times, I'm going to be leaving it down like that. But regardless, let's dive back into what else it can do. So on Edge screen, we went through People Edge and we went through Edge lighting. So you can select certain notifications that you want to see pop up when your screen is off. The only issue is super limited as to what applications are supported. Right now, there's only missed call through the stock dialer app, messages through the stock messaging app, so nothing through Hangouts, nothing through third-party apps such as WhatsApp or anything like that, and then emails through the stock email app. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there who will use the stock email app, but for the rest of the world, we're going to be using Gmail, Inbox, something like that, and those are not supported. So again, very limited. I probably will never see it, never use it, because again, I use Hangouts for my messaging and all that, but it is there if you want it. So to give you an example, if the screen is off and an email comes in, it'll light up just that portion of the screen that you have selected on the edge. So for on mine, because I have the left side enabled, it'll pop up the sender, subject line, and probably a portion of the email. I don't know if it'll scroll through. I don't have any of those apps really dedicated, so I guess you'll just have to find that part out on yourself. For the information stream, has your little dedicated settings menu right here too. You can manage feeds for what you want to see. Now there are stocks, there's Twitter, so you can search random hashtags. There's Yahoo News, there's your missed calls, messages, and of course Yahoo Sports. So I have sports enabled. I'll try and show you what that looks like. So while the display is off, you can give it a little rub down, which is odd. You go down and up, and then it should turn on right here. So on the edge, it shows my weather, the time, my battery information. I can keep swiping through that. I can see I have no notifications. I can see that the Clippers beat the Trailblazers. Super tough loss in the fourth quarter there. And if you just keep going, it shows you news. Deion Sanders reminds son of $1 million trust fund. Hysterical. Back to notifications, and that's that. And then if you just want to get out, you just simply hit the home button or just wait for it to time out. It comes out of the box with a 15-second timeout timer, and that can be changed as well to even longer if you aren't getting to see everything you want within that dedicated time. Beyond information stream, there's night clock. So with night clock, you set a time you want it to turn on, so every time your display turns off, the night clock will go on. I have mine set to 10:40 p.m. So every night at 10:40 p.m. my night clock will come on, and then at 7:30 a.m. the next morning it turns off. It's super basic, and the only problem is when it is on. I'll try and turn it on right now for you. Now let's go to keypad. We'll turn it on at 2:18 p.m. every day. That way we can see it right now. Alright, so it's turned on right now. We'll turn off the display. We'll see if it turns on here in a second. It should. Well, it's pretty much a good example. This is what you're going to see. Now, if you're laying next to your phone, you can't actually see that at all, really, with the eye. Like I said, this is where it differs a lot from the Note Edge, where the Note Edge has a much kind of a deeper cut for the display to round down. So really, you can't see all too much. You almost still have to be on top of the display to have any usability of the night clock. So just judging from that, I don't know if I'm gonna get too much usage out of the night clock too, but it is there. You can set your own custom times for it, and then again, like I said, you can set what side of the edge screen you want. So if it's on the right edge, then it'll come out from the right. On the left, it'll come out from the left. So that's about it for the main differences between the flat S6 and the S6 Edge. Again, I have to say it is pretty limited in the use cases. Once maybe Samsung develops an SDK for developers that they can utilize to kind of implement their own application features into the Edge, then maybe we'll see a bit more. But until then, it's limited to just Samsung's apps like messaging and emails and missed calls. Because of that, it's just not very useful at this state. But again, the phone's not even released. It comes out on April 10th, so maybe we'll see more apps kind of, get supported by it. So if you guys have any questions about the S6 Edge or any of those types of functions that I just went over, feel free to leave a comment in the comments section below. And until then, we're Droid Life. Peace.